G'day subscribers. We've been asked a lot of questions about Project Julius and what we're doing, where we're up to, and if we're going to make it to the Nationals or not. Your Jules Knight on Jive Talking Garage. Well folks, we've had the FJ back a couple of days now, and all we've done is just been running around after it. There has been nothing but drama associated with this car, from engine failure to gearbox failure to now charging issues, everything you would expect in a new car. The best we've done is put one together in 12 days, so we've actually got 7 days to sort this little sucker out, and all I've done today is run around. So here's Project Julius. So let's have a look. Engine bay's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the engine bay. Just got to sort this charging issue out. I've already removed the generator. So the nice one that we had done up and had been sitting on a shelf for 3 years, well, that's sort of, who knows what's going to happen to that one. There's the radiator that I asked not to be painted, and it's been painted when I picked it up. However, these things happen. So yeah, today we've changed out the regulator box. I've just put a spare one on there just to try and source the problem. Then it was a case of obviously using the tickler on the regulator box as per the workshop manual. Did that. It's still not charging at the right amount of volts. So I went and saw the troncolator. So I've got a 6 volt, 12 volt charger now on permanent loan, which is good. The Brains Trust did the wiring harness, and it is just fantastic. Really happy with it. Went up and saw Dan. I've got a door back, a guard back, and also the top tailgate. Everything looks just tremendous. The boys did a lot of work. They pulled the gearbox out 2 or 3 times. 3 times, I've been told. And it is now going really good. They've got the Stokes light on it, so if we just go to the back, and I don't really care that I'm just going to use a bit of voltage, but for the sake of the exercise, there we go. Stokes light's going. Very happy. Well, Lachlan's coming over tonight, and he'll be helping Nathan and myself. We'll be giving a bit of a tickle up at the back here and getting ourselves organised. But as you can see, I've got some Dynamat-ish type material for the front, just to give us a bit of sponge, and also some heat protection. I've also gone and got rear floor mat. I went and bought a new accelerator pedal because the boys weren't happy with my accelerator pedal. According to them, it had too much play in it. So believe it or not, I went and bought a brand new one, came home, had a look at a spare one that I've got in stock, and it had no play in it at all. But anyway, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Looking at the side, we've got some bodywork to do around here, but I'm really not too concerned about bodywork. That can sort of wait till the second, or the last week, I should really say. I really like the red oxide look. It looks, it's really good. I've never had that before on an FJ, and I realised they all had that. So, that's a nice thing. But everything else has come along okay. The wheels have turned out really good. I'm happy with them. I've got 2 good ones, 2 that are okay, and 1 that's doing the Macarena. But other than that, we're going pretty good. Let's see. Radiator. Well, everyone was telling me to go and use this guy on the north side, so I did. Apparently his work is faultless, so, I've already had the paint bubble. However, we'll see how faultless it is. Now, Nathan and I had a crack at this guard today. You know, I just did a little bit of wetting in, and you know, we're comparing a 1984 colour here with a 1957 paint job there. So, you know, you are going to get differences, and I couldn't care less. And if, you know, anyone says anything to me at the Nationals, well, you know, it is what it is. So down here, obviously, I've got some overlap here, but as I push the guard forward and get the right gap here, well, obviously that's going to drop in here, and so we'll sort that out tonight. I'm not worried about any of that. We've got the door for the other side. I painted that. So tonight it's paint the door, paint the top tailgate. I've got to do some blade putty in the top tailgate too, just quietly. And then I've got to do the panels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get the panels done, and then get ready to do the timber. So I think tomorrow I'll get Lachlan on the drop saw, and he can cut that for me. Yeah, so I've got door this side, and I'll be picking the rest of them up on Tuesday, so that's fine. And the nice thing is, through all of this, I've been having some good conversations with the owners in Melbourne, Mark and Gillian Turnbull, who lived across the road from Harry Firth. So, you know, I've been trying to make them feel part of what I'm doing, because, you know, they looked after the car and they're part of its story. But I am getting there. So the plan is Thursday. So today is Saturday. Plan is Thursday, roadworthy. Friday, register car in the morning after I knock off, and then 3 o'clock in the afternoon, pick the trunkulator up and go to the wheel alignment. So then we'll be ready to roll. Let's have a little bit of, now it's a bit tappety. So if you're expecting a brand spanking new engine, that's a no. So it doesn't have new pistons, doesn't have new gudgeons. And it also is a bit rattly. I'm not too worried. So it's got a new oil pump kit. Failure on startup. Bearings, oil pump kit. So it was drop drag link, drop some, drop bearings, measure, replace. Yeah, because when I bought it, it was sold to me with no distributor and no starter motor. So yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. But look, averting that disaster. Nice. Averting that disaster, it's turned out fine. I'm waiting to get my starter motor back. You've seen my generators down behind me. So yeah, Tuesday night I'll get the other guard. So I'll come home and give it a bit of a tickle up. And then on Wednesday it'll be a big effort, Wednesday afternoon and evening, just to get things organised, because Thursday roadworthy. I've got some ideas for here, so I'll show you all of that when the time comes. But yeah, look, I'm really pleased. Look, it's going to look like a rat rod. You know, this is how it is. This is how the car is. We're gonna, you know, we'll prepare all of this, and I'll just give it a 2 or 3 coat shoot, and it is what it is. Tony wants it to give it a buff, but gee whiz, I think I'm just going to give it a wash, and she'll be right, mate. So that's all fine, but it's going pretty good. I've got to ask the boys a couple of things, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but I'll find it out on Monday. I'm pretty happy with, well, I'm more than happy with what they've done. Obviously, they've been looked after me, and they've looked after me for 40 years. So the work that Dan did on the door, you know, the under the door rust that was under door rust around here, well, he's fixed all of that. He's just brilliant. The door itself, bit ratty here, bit ratty through here, but other than that, it's pretty good. I'm really happy with that. We'll just go past the GT. But yeah, this is just ticking along nicely. I'm really happy. So tomorrow we'll start doing some install, and we'll just get to where we need to be on it. But yeah, look, I just wanted it such that it was rat rod on the outside, engine bay, and underneath the car, I wanted it to look, you know, really good. And I think we've achieved that. So I'm really looking forward to the roadworthy part of it, because, you know, once I've got the panels on and the boards in at the back and the seats in and the rubber mat, well, there's the rubber mat there for the back, and this material, it's adhesive, but it's also going to provide a little bit of cushion as well. So I think, you know, that's a good thing. So today was try and work out these headlamps we got from Scotty to Hottie. So that's all good. I mean, these clips are just, you know, how on earth do you put them on? But I'll figure all that out. See, the biggest problem is I haven't done this for 32 years. So I did it, helped friends in 1984, and then did my own stuff in 1986, but put it together in, you know, 1990, and it's now 2022. So at best 32 years ago. So, you know, I think I'm doing okay for a newbie. You know, don't forget I had a 15-year break from Holden's, you know, from 2000 to 2015. You know, this is why I got this little beast here from Arizona. So it's a nice little car. I bought this off a 72-year-old lady, and it had it had handicapped number plates on it. But it's a beautiful car, and you know, it's a GT, and it just you know, you put your foot down and it just effortlessly pulls away, and it's a case of it just hugs the road. So it's just a pleasure. But we're just going to get this down. I'm just going to. So this is what the FJ looks like with bonnet down. So it's looking pretty good. I've got lower baffle panel to put in tomorrow. I've already finished the upper baffle panel. And so then I can't put in stone tray yet because I don't have the other guard. But I can put in the bumper bar brackets here and be ready. Tuesday night I'll get the guard, and I'll also get the driver's door. Tomorrow I'll be working working tonight on the top tailgate, and then I will put the rubber around it, the rear windscreen rubber. So that's fine. But yeah, a few little. I'm not going to go nuts, I think, with the accessories on it on this outing. Just to go, all I want to do is give it a clean up, paint what I need to, and just be ready for being reliable. There's some proving to do, so you know, I really want to thank Dan the welder, my friend Kenny, and also Tristan for helping me with parts and accessories. I mean, that's been great. I want to thank the Godfather Tony Manganaro, because he's been terrific to come up to the welders and sort my doors up and help me with little things. Even Tim Gall helped me, lending me a muffler, because my muffler's not going to be here in time, so we'll do that next year. But probably the biggest help that I've received in the whole time is from Russell Tronk. So, you know, without all of these friends, you know, things just don't happen. You know, it is what it is. But I've you know, I know what I've got as far as, you know, it's not a show car. But this time around, it's, you know, it's rough and ready, and that's just how I like it. So it's going to look good. I'm happy with what the product is and what we're doing, and it's all coming together really nicely. So I'm looking forward to Christmas time of just heading south and see how everything works out, what we're doing and stuff like that. So we've already booked the accommodation, and we're bringing in Supervisor Louis, who all the subscribers will know from Jive Talking Garage on Facebook. But we're most certainly on the right track. So look, thanks for sticking by and seeing what we're doing with Project Julius, because it's been a real pleasure to be able to associate with a lot of good people who've helped me. But don't forget to share, like and subscribe, but more importantly, enjoy your Holden.